All right, we are hearing the latest there from that Miller hearing for the Oxford school shooter. Some intense moments playing out in the courtroom.
Yes, that's the first time we heard from a victim of the shooting. This is, of course, the educator who was injured in that incident, the only adult injured.
Yes, and she said herself how hard it is to just process all of this and try to heal from it. Just another example of the emotional toll that this has taken.
Yes, it was really impactful hearing her statement, recounting the moments of when she realized she was shot, trying to protect herself, hide in the room, and the text messages to her daughter and to her husband. This is what this is for as well, right? This is to build a case against him, to support life without parole, correct, Terry?
Correct. That's exactly what they're doing. This is someone who's a victim of this crime who is coming forth. They have a right to, like an impact statement for all practical purposes. And that's what they're doing. This is how I felt. This is what was going through my mind. And that's part of everything that'll be in front of Judge Rowe so he can make the right decision.
Yeah, we saw a rather aggressive line of questioning for that
Yes.
teacher there. What are your thoughts on that?
What do you gain from it? I mean, if sometimes as a lawyer, you don't have to always ask a question, right? You're going to be aggressive with the first victim on the scene that tells you what she went through. I understand you're trying to get certain things out of this particular witness, but she's not the correct witness. And I don't like knocking attorneys because it's kind of hard when you're on your feet, but you have to have some empathy for everybody in the room as well, right? Not just people on your side, it's everybody, right? You have to think about it all, and I know I'm going to catch flack for that, but I don't care. The last homicide trial I did, I still talked to the victim's mother, and that was a not guilty. Do you understand? That's sometimes what the job means.
And I know sometimes, speaking of the job, people don't always understand the nature of what attorneys have to do. For some people, it might feel like, how are you defending this kid? But that's how the legal system works.
Yep.
Everybody deserves a defense, and I believe Lillian said earlier, we still have a constitution in place. I agree with that. And, if there was no due process, imagine where we would be. I mean, right now, as I've said before, I'll say later today and tomorrow and probably next week, we're not here about his innocence or guilt. This is the due process that we are here for. The due process question that we are asking among ourselves, or I should say among the court, is how much time is he going to get? That's all this is about. And there's a process for that. The United States Supreme Court came forth back in 2012 and Miller v. Alabama and said you have to have a process, and that's what we're doing.
All right, and as we continue watching that process, we are bringing you that coverage as it's happening live. We've actually been streaming for you throughout the day and bringing you those updates.